In order to help you understand what makes our school so unique, I've chosen to speak to you this morning specifically in my role as a parent of a current student, Rena, who's finishing up her Olpana High School journey. Considering that our daughters spend so many of their waking hours at school with their teachers and friends, we want to know that they're in good company and being positively influenced. As a parent, I am so gratified by and grateful for the people in my daughter's life here in Olpana. An example of this dates back to March 2022 when one of our incredible alumni, Annie Rosenblum, held a Siyum Tanakh for all 929 prakim in Tanakh, which she learned over the course of 3.5 years in high school. From that experience of participating in Annie's Siyum, my daughter and several friends were so inspired that they resolved to start learning all of Tanakh themselves that very night, which they did, when they were in grade 9, to be able to make a Siyum before they finish high school. I'm so proud to say, I checked in with this, that they've already completed learning 813 prakim, over 88% of the entire Tanakh. In addition to her independent learning, Rena's been privileged to have excellent religious guidance at Olpana, which has prompted her to participate regularly in our weekly Matmidot program and our yearly Judaic enrichment program, which you heard about from Isla, also known as JEP. Another particularly meaningful experience that Rena had at Olpana was when she was given the incredible opportunity to join with a group of fellow Olpana students and a group of High Lifeline girls on an exciting trip to Edmonton. On this trip, Rena and her peers were big sisters to younger girls whose families were coping with serious illness at home. Our Olpana students were able to perform very hands-on chesed by giving these young girls a jam-packed, fun-filled 4-day trip. Rena returned from Edmonton with a feeling of fulfillment and the knowledge that what she did made a huge positive difference in the lives of the 8-year-old girls in her care. In addition to these bigger moments, Rena has gained tremendously from the smaller day-to-day connections with her teachers and administrators who show they care through words and actions all the time and teach her the importance of knowledge, how to think critically, and how to be a mensch. Certainly, our staff are excellent role models, which is a fact that's been highlighted by the love, support, and chizuk from all of our shlichot and teachers during this very difficult time in Israel. It's rewarding for me as a parent to know that my daughter has so many sincere, motivational role models here at Olpana, particularly female ones, who practice what they preach and live rich, meaningful, Torah-true lives. I also love that my daughter is exposed to more than one way to be a religious Jew in today's world. For all these reasons and so many more, I'm proud to be both an administrator and parent here at Olpana. But at this point, you may be thinking, well, of course you're saying this. You work here, which is, of course, true. So I'm pleased to share with you an unsolicited email that Rabbi Grauer received, I'm sharing with permission, from a graduate of Olpana, class of 2024 this past year, who wrote the following in September, before she went to Israel. She wrote, "Dear Rabbi Grauer, it is with a lot of mixed emotions that I'm writing this email to you. Over the past few weeks, as I was busy prepping for my year in Israel, I couldn't help but reflect over the last few years of my life. It's hard to believe I won't ever be an Olpana student again. From the grade 8 open house back in 2019, I knew I loved this school and wanted to attend, and it did not disappoint. I have a vivid memory from back in grade 9, when I came home from school one day just beaming. I couldn't stop raving to my parents how happy I was, simply because I was in Olpana. Nothing particular had happened that day. I just felt pure happiness. And over 4 years that I had the privilege to attend your school, that feeling of happiness never went away. From all the amazing staff to the fun traditions, the slogan, 'More than a school,' has proven to be the truth. I was a very different person when in elementary school, and I can confidently say that Olpana has really helped to shape me and grow into the person who I want to be, both spiritually and emotionally. It's hard for me to accept that high school is over, but as Dr. Seuss once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I will most definitely smile for many years to come every time I think about the amazing memories I made in Olpana. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you. Old Pinal will always be my second home, and I can't wait for my sisters to go so they can have the incredible experience that I did. And that's word for word, I didn't change a single word. Impressive email. We look forward to seeing your daughters take their high school journey here. We thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to take a refreshment break for a few minutes and then start our model lessons just down the hallway there. Our wonderful student volunteers will direct you, and you'll know from your name tag which room your lesson is in. After the lessons, parents are going to come back in here. We're going to have a Q&A panel. We have some other refreshments. And students, our Old Pinal students, will take you downstairs to the lunchroom for a special student program. I just want to draw everyone's attention. Everyone received a packet. If you didn't, we have more. In the packet, you have this page, which says Next Steps. So after you finish here with us this morning, please be sure to note the important information regarding the application deadlines. It's $100 to apply prior to Thursday, November 14th at 5 p.m. And applications after that time are $300. And then once you send in your documentation, which is listed in the Next Steps document, we will contact you to set up an interview that we have actually with parents separately and then with your daughter at the same time. I'm in the same slot, an hour-long slot. And then our entrance test is to be written on Sunday, December 8th. All the girls here, grade 8s, don't panic. There's nothing you need to do to prepare. Okay, so it's just to see where you're at. Thank you all very much. So please enjoy the next few minutes.